Yeah. So what kind of
Oh yeah,
prayer rope is that? Where's that from?
this is a listovka, which is leather,
Okay.
and this was a gift to me from my
I
good friend
haven't
Robert.
seen a prayer rope like that before.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Let me see.
They're kind of like rungs on the ladder, like
Oh yeah, yeah.
ladder of divine ascent, right?
Right.
And each one of those inside each leather
Oh, that's
rung
cool.
is a rolled up Jesus prayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So each step,
So inside of it is the Jesus prayer.
yes, yeah. So it's kind of a little bit reminds me a little bit of like the Jewish phylacteries.
What's it? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And also on on the door you have I forget what it's called offhand. Mezuzah, is it? I forget.
maybe
But
I'm
you
still
normally
learning.
have scripture on the door.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in the Jewish tradition.
yeah.
So that's pretty cool. What's it called again?
Lastovka,
Awesome. Well, I
Lastovka.
just know the Kumbaskini.
Yeah, right. Well, and yeah, and I have one. I usually wear one on my wrists, right?
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that was pretty cool.
it's my Eastern Catholic. What would Jesus do?
Right.
Right, sort of. Sorry. Yeah, I lived through the 90s.
Look,
So,
Chia Pets. You remember those? The Chia
oh,
Pets.
oh yeah, man.
This was during that
Heck yeah,
time where you have
absolutely.
Chia Pets, and also what was that little game where you have to
Oh,
take care of your dog? Yeah,
Tamagotchi.
yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
those at the same time with the WWJT
yeah.
JD bracelets.
Oh yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, mom jeans apparently are making a comeback.
What is it?
Mom jeans, the jeans like the really high waisted
Oh,
like
no,
acid
I
wash
guess I don't really
jeans.
remember
Yeah.
that. You remember the
I,
Jinkos though?
oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the things
Where did you grow up? Where were you
I
at high
grew up in
school?
Tacoma. Yeah, I grew
Okay,
up in Tacoma, a
so they
little
had
town
Jinkos
outside
there.
of Tacoma called Puyallup, which you can tell if somebody's from Washington if they can actually pronounce Puyallup or not because it's spelled. It's a mess.
Is this like a shibboleth
But
thing?
yeah. No, shibboleth is easier, man.
Well, did you
But
notice some of the places when you were on your way over here? Some of the names of the places?
oh yeah, a little bit.
Washita,
Yep.
but it's spelled Owachita.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in Washington,
Uh-huh.
especially Western Washington, we
Yeah.
like to name our streets and towns after the things that we destroyed, right?
Right.
So
Right.
it'd be like, like Pine Forest Lane or, Natchez Trail, right? So we have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of Native American names, place names. So I saw that there's a Natchez
Natchez. Yeah. Yeah.
out here as well.
Yeah.
And
There's also a
yeah,
Natchitoches,
Natchitoches.
but it's spelled Natchitoches,
Oh yeah,
but it's
yeah,
pronounced Natchitoches.
Natchitoches.
And
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's probably not how the Native Americans pronounce it.
No, I think there's a in Texas. I think there's a Nagadoches, which is probably also not how it's supposed to be pronounced. But
Nacogdoches.
Nagadoches,
Yeah.
it's like Snoochie Boochies.
I don't know what that is. You're
Jay and
putting me
Silent
onto
Bob.
something new here.
Jay and Silent Bob, man, Mallrats.
I don't know any of
It's
this. I'm lost.
yeah, that's okay. You're some people will think you're missing out, and others will just completely disagree.
Right, right. So tell me a little bit about your background. I think
Yeah.
you worked at Verbum for a while, right?
Oh yeah, I did. I worked there almost 3 years full time, and then another like year and a half, almost 2 years as a contractor after a little break. So yeah, that was basically my wife and I entered the church in 2011, and then
1 year before me.
Yep. Yeah. Swam the Tiber swim team 2011.
You're my elder brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so we just joined the church, and then, then the words of the mass translation changed. So we just figured things out and got the prayers right.
Yeah, that was
it all
2012,
changed
right?
us. Yeah, it was 2012. And then I started at Verbum in 2013. So I basically had been a Catholic for a year, had to figure out how to use the software, had to figure out how to be a Catholic.
And the new changes to the liturgy.
Yeah, exactly.
They weren't really significant though, were they?
No, not really.
Or I think wasn't one of them changing it to consubstantial in the creed?
Yep, exactly.
It's like minor stuff
Yeah,
like that, right?
It was, but you know how it is. The internet
Yeah.
exploded and people got all
Yeah.
angry about it, right?
Oh yeah. Anytime there's any kind of change.
Yeah, that was my first introduction to reading books
Uh-huh.
and not being part of the active online discourse. I was
Mhm.
like, oh man, the Catholic Church is totally unified and everybody's
Oh, well,
together on everything.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I found out that maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, there's
I
a
was
unifying
mistaken.
principle and a magisterium, but there's a whole lot of Catholics that aren't necessarily conforming to it.
Oh yeah, man. Dude, as a Protestant, I thought it was so weird that those Catholics would have to read the same scriptures. All of their churches everywhere were reading the same scriptures every Sunday in every church, and there's no room for the Holy Spirit in that. That's
So you
I mean,
were you
yeah.
were you previously charismatic?
Yeah, I was all over the place,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Raised Baptist, and then after my brother died, I was mad at God and kind of became an agnostic, and then like got full into paganism.
Okay.
Like Native American spirituality and like anything that wasn't Christian.
Sure.
I was interested in. So I went that way for a while, then came back to the church. And after, anytime you go through tragedy, there's you ask deep questions.
Sure.
You have to. Or well, you can run away from them, but that doesn't work out very well for very long. So I started looking, I just wanted to find the truth. I wanted to find an answer to, like, why would God let my brother die? And, why is there suffering in the world? And I wasn't finding those answers in the faith tradition I was raised in initially. Sure. So I went looking. I spent time with the Mormons. I spent time studying the Seventh-day Adventists and Jehovah's Witnesses, and as well as, charismatic movement, Foursquare, Full Gospel, Pentecostal, spent a little time in the Lutheran Church. I went all over. Instead of doing my actual work in high school, I had the internet.
Wait, this was high school?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, junior high school.
Oh man, I envy you.
Yeah.
I wish I was focused on spirituality and God and things like that when I was that age.
Well, I mean, intellectually, I was. I'm just gonna paint with a broad brush and say that I wasn't living any kind of spirituality.
Sure.
I was still like dealing with a lot of grief and pain in an unhealthy way. Several unhealthy ways. But I was really, really interested in trying to figure out. I like to figure out how things work. It's probably how I ended up as an engineer. I like to figure out how things work. So I wanted to figure out how God worked, basically.
Sure.
And I had a file drawer full of like folders with different with research that I would do.
That sounds like me. You see these cabinets here?
Oh yeah.
They're all full of binders with nothing but printed out articles. Because every single one of these drawers.
For a second, I thought you were going to say there were death threats from Jay Dyer.
No. That's funny. I don't even know how to catalog all the kind of stuff that I get online from all kinds of groups. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, I think I could pack all the drawers with all the comments that I get from people online.
Oh, I should have brought my Michael Lofton as a problem bug.
I got one over there. It's over on the coffee pot over there.
Yeah. That
Michael
still
Lofton
amuses me.
It
amuses me terribly.
Yeah, for those of y'all who aren't aware, James sent me a Michael Lofton is a problem mug. It's pretty awesome.
The world needs to be aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Michael is a problem.
Michael Lofton is a problem.
There's a world map on it, so
For absolutely no reason whatsoever. No reason.
somebody asked, "Are those drawers full of your sock puppet accounts?" That is good. That's really good. I like that.
Well, they're made of. Oh, there we go. Cardboard binders.
Right, cardboard binders.
It's all cardboard. I'm cardboard.
Some of the binders may be made of, I don't know, plastic and maybe a little bit of cardboard somewhere in there. I don't know.
It's unintentional comedy hour.
I need more of those. I need some more
absolutely.
comedy hours. We need some more levity here at RNT.
Absolutely. We all do,
I
man.
don't feel like I'm getting enough of that these days. So I need to have some more chill streams, some more comedy hour streams.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There's plenty to laugh at if you just look. That's what my wife tells me every time I go and step in front of the mirror.
Shout out to the wives. That's great. Did you do comedy too?
No.
You never did stand up?
No, never. I just get funny when I'm nervous.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Nothing
Oh
but
man,
being-
you should hear me in the back of an ambulance. Like I've been injured several times, which is its own story. But man, yeah, like you never want to make somebody laugh while they're trying to stitch you up. It's
Oh boy,
yeah.
that does not sound good.
No, it's not
It's a
good.
little
Not a good
concerning.
plan.
Somebody asked what happened to the ladder.
Oh.
The ladder is behind the bookshelves over there. It's actually behind these over here on that side.
Oh,
Yeah, those.
oh, yeah, it's over there.
It's behind one of those bookshelves.
Trust me, it's still there.
Somebody really
think-
asked me, like, so do you really have to use the ladder? No, I don't. It's decoration.
Yeah,
You've
right.
never never seen it. It's like the globe up there. You see the globe? It's like asking me, do I actually really have to use the globe over there on that bookshelf? No, it's for decoration. I'm not literally going over there trying to find out, okay, well, where on here is Costa Rica? Where on here is Argentina?
I mean, if it was me, I'm barely 5'8", so I would absolutely need the ladder. That's I'm like
this thing was tough getting in here. And I painted the
I
whole
bet.
thing too. That took a while, but getting it in here, that was rough. This is just me and my wife carrying it. And that thing's heavy.
wow.
And this we had to actually split in two.
I bet it's
Yep.
massive.
I had to split it in two because whenever you just try to pick it up and carry it, it will break. So we had to actually saw it in two and put it back together.
Did you have to saw a lawyer into to get it out of his office?
No, actually, it came from a person's house. They just you can find all kinds of stuff on Facebook where people are just getting away or getting rid of all kinds of gems.
From seeing the museum pieces you were showing me earlier,
Yeah,
apparently Louisiana is the place to go for
but those
cool
are from
antiques,
but
man.
no, those are from museums. I got those from museums outside of Louisiana.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the antiques that I have are from Mississippi. So I usually have to go outside of Louisiana.
No.
The one thing that
Alright.
I have, you see the icon way over there?
Yeah.
Right next to the iconostase, so all the way at the end.
Yeah.
It's kind of a small one. That one I actually got from an antique store in Louisiana, but that's pretty much it. Everything else I just get when traveling and
Imports.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
imports. Pier 1 imports.
Speaking of which, since I didn't have the funds for admission to the Michael Lofton Chapel and Museum, I wanted to present you with something else here.
Yeah.
This was it's a print. I mean, it's not the original painting, but this was painted by my wife, and I try to rep for my wife's art whenever I can. And if you think this is awesome, give a thumbs up or a word of encouragement, because she doesn't really see herself as an artist still. And
She did really well with
any
that.
encouragement is
And thank you so
worthwhile.
much
You're
for this,
welcome.
by the way. Truly an honor. Thank you. And I'm gonna definitely hang this up. I want to commission her to do an icon for me for inside the chapel because I just can't find anything that size that you can just purchase online. It just has to be done by somebody who's commissioned.
I'm gonna say you've got 2 people ahead of you for commissioning icons.
Yeah, and I bet it takes a while too.
Yeah.
never-
We'll get there.
Yeah, I've never done an icon, but I imagine it takes a little while.
I'm gonna pay Jonathan Peugeot to come to our house and
Is that right?
give private lessons.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean,
No,
I don't have that kind of money.
I had him on the show
I
one
wish.
time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what we talked about. I don't recall.
Hopefully,
I'm getting
icons.
to the point where
He's
I've
brilliant.
done so many interviews, I don't remember what they. Sometimes I forget even that I've done some of these interviews. That's what's crazy. And then somebody will say, "Oh, you interviewed him on this and that," and I'm thinking, I don't know who that is.
You do like 17 streams a week, man.
I know.
Like,
I'm trying to cut back. I really am. Honestly, I'm trying to cut back and
get
just
down
maybe,
to you got a 3 stream a day habit. We get you. Maybe you think they've got some gum for that? Like,
I'm trying to do maybe 3.
wean you off.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
like 3 a week.
Hallie's here. Hi, Hallie.
Yeah, I see Haley there in the chat.
Is it Haley or Hallie?
I think it's Haley.
Okay,
but
correct.
Maybe
correct
she can
me.
correct us there in
Yeah.
the chat. She's actually from around here.
Maybe we're gonna find out it's Hallie,
but
and we're both wrong.
people around here would pronounce it Haley. What is she saying over there? You have to ask them. Oh, I guess she's responding to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
yeah, I think she's from around here. I don't believe she's here anymore, but people
Haley.
usually here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hey,
I thought it was like Hallie, like
Ashley.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Well, okay. I guess that works. We'll go
Let's
with it.
see. I'm trying to read the chat from here.
Hello, Calvinist invasion.
Yeah, I see him there.
I can announce Haley.
No, but like I said, I'm honestly trying to cut back to maybe 3 to 5 streams a week. And then just do some extra stuff for patrons.
I mean, my personal request would be like, whether you cut down or not, like have something that's at, whether it's a comedy hour or interviews or whatever, like at a time that works for you, like on a scheduled time, so that I know.
Yeah.
Because what happens is I'm easily distracted, like most people with cell phones. And I'll get stream notifications frequently, and it's like 20-30 minutes into it. I'm like, dang it, I've got to watch on double speed so I can catch up and like be part of the chat.
I do have a habit of just going live at random times. Yeah. And I honestly am trying to keep it at either 12 or 6 p.m. Central. But I don't know. There's like a million other things that I'm doing at the same time. So it's not always easy to just keep myself on that schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I could eventually get some more help.
Not everything has to be scheduled, but
yeah, but I do want to have consistency. And hopefully I'll be able to get some help here in the future. I got some moves that I'm going to be making here soon, and hopefully I'll have some help, and
awesome.
I can then focus on just creating the content. And at that point, I'll probably be more consistent. So
yeah,
you won't see that notification out of nowhere.
All right. Got to have things on the regular. I'm helpful with lots of things, but organizing and scheduling those are not even they're not even high on the list. They're not on the list.
For me,
I'm bad at it.
I tend to be very, very organized, but still it's not so much of an issue of organization for me as much as it is I'm just putting out a lot of fires, doing a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
Because I do everything from start to finish for the show. Everything behind the scenes, the graphics, the descriptions, everything.
Have you ever done a patron like tour of the studio before?
I've done one before, but Probably need to do a more updated one at this point.
Because this is incredible. I mean, all of you out there watching know that, you know, Michael's sets are amazing and the quality is great.
I thought it was
But
all
yeah,
made
you
of
should see it.
cardboard.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
I thought these were fake
it's
books.
beautiful. It's beautiful cardboard.
But everybody insists these are fake books. It's a fake background and everything.
Should I break the illusion?
Grab something off the shelf. Let's see. See who. It looks like you're reaching for Chrysostom.
Oh,
I saw you reaching for Chrysostom there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about it. It's just instinctive, man.
Yeah, that's the Chrysostom for you.
It's a real book.
Mm-hmm.
I can't open it though for confidentiality reasons. No, this is gonna settle it. All right.
Boom. There it is. And show them that it's a cardboard book with cardboard paper in it, with the actual work written inside of it. That takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to make a bunch of cardboard books with cardboard pages that duplicates the entire book.
Lots of tiny elves.
Yeah. You would think it'd just be easier to just buy the books instead of making cardboard books, but you know.
Well, the real problem is I think that's the Philip Schaff translation.
Yeah, well, the Ante-Nicene version, the one up there, I don't think you can see it in the camera, but the one
it's up there.
That one is by Schaff. I don't know if Schaff did that second series there. I'd have to look.
I know he did.
Ante-Nicene. Yeah,
I think he did a lot of it. It's not bad. I shouldn't make fun of him. It's serviceable
for the most part. I think it's an Anglican one.
I like the ancient Christian writers.
Yeah, I got the
translation
over here. Well, that one's the ancient Christian commentary set, but I do have some of the ancient Christian writers on that bookshelf over there.
There are more books, if you can believe it. There are more books. You should set it up so that the set is like you've got the shelves, you know, in parallel so that you can see the whole rows of books. That will just increase your Catholic talk show.
You know, I don't really think of this as being a lot of books ever since I saw Scott Hahn's library.
Oh yeah,
you ever seen that?
Yeah, it's a maze, man. I haven't had a chance to see it in person.
Through his library, and
it's crazy.
That video just like destroyed any intention on my part of ever building a library. I'm never gonna top that.
I mean, it's not as impressive. Like, yeah, I've got 4,000 books right here in Verbum. Like, that's nobody. Like, yeah, sure you do, bud. That's just a phone. It's probably made of cardboard too.
Man, for those of y'all who have not seen that video, again, just type in Cameron Bertuzzi, Scott Hahn library.
That's what converted him.
Video, wow.
That's what really converted him, I'm sure.
Just seeing that library.
Yeah. Just boom. Just blew his mind. Like, I have no concept. A man with so many fine leather-bound books must know what he's talking about.
I think he was saying that it used to be a car garage or something, and he turned it into a library.
Oh, man. Good move.
If only.
Yeah.
If only.
Well. All right. So it looks like the chat has devolved into emojis.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I see a few there. When he touched the book, I saw a glitch in the Matrix. Jared says.
He got a virus.
A virus.
A virus.
I had a friend from Germany who would pronounce everything with a V with a W. So a Visa card.
Visa card.
Yeah.
Just put it on your Visa. Visa, man.
I guess there's just in some languages they just don't have certain sounds. I remember in Israel they don't have a the sound. TH the.
Okay.
So if they saw the, they would say t.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Makes sense.
But in English we don't have a ch sound.
Yeah.
Chamud. We don't have anything like that.
There's I think in Hindi there's like 4 different T sounds in Hindi. I couldn't even attempt to pronounce them for you.
Arabic
but-
has some fun sounds. I'm trying to think. What is it? A ball? I forget how it's pronounced.
Japanese syllables, not syllables. Wow, Japanese vowels are the same as Spanish. I, E, U, A, O, which is really confusing if you're trying to learn Spanish and Japanese.
What is it?
The vowel sounds
Yeah.
are just A, E, U, A, O, just like in Spanish and probably a couple of other Romance languages as well too. But the vowel sounds in Japanese are the same.
Jared just typed in a whole bunch of squares. I can't even see what he wrote there. But I am seeing a whole bunch of emojis now that you mentioned.
Yep. I'm telling you, man.
And I see a buenos dias.
It's a late
chat. Yeah.
Late night stream. We caught people drinking. getting
while we're
drunk
over here drinking
live.
our water.
It's water. It's water. I swear.
I should have got some beers. That would have been good. We could have done a beer stream. This was a little spontaneous. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Nearby in the area.
I just came and knocked on the door, and Michael was like in his pajamas. Like, what? Who's this guy?
But you know, I guess it's probably not too often that you pass by Monroe. You know,
it's my second time.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, the first time was on the way in.
I guess you would kind of have to intentionally be passing by.
It reminds me, growing up in Tacoma, is there a paper mill here?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, okay, because it's reminding me very much of that Tacoma aroma. Monroe has
Tacoma aroma.
Monroe has the Tacoma aroma has moved to Monroe.
It's in West Monroe. So yeah, it's the paper mill. They say it smells like money. I say no, it doesn't.
Smells like
people who work there say it smells like money.
yeah. It smells like. Anyways,
I don't know why paper mills smell like that. But I could not do that. My step granddad worked there for decades, and it's like I don't know how he did it. And he would come home smelling like a paper mill every day too.
Yeah, you probably just burn out your sense of smell after a while.
I think so. Again, but he would say smells like money, and I'm just saying no, it doesn't.
It smells like. Do y'all have honey buckets up here? That was in the Northwest. That was the big brand of outhouse.
Honey bucket.
Honey bucket. Yeah,
I've never heard of this.
That's the big brand of outhouse.
It's a brand.
Yeah,
they had brands of outhouses.
Yeah. The big plastic toilets that you like at construction sites.
I thought you would just build it.
No. You go. You there's companies that you call up.
Are you talking about like modern ones?
Yeah, the plastic ones. Yeah,
like the blue ones.
Yeah.
Or
they blue. Okay, so the honey buckets are green. You know,
why are they called honey buckets? Because there's nothing in there that's honey.
It's a bucket. It's honey. It smells like money.
It's a something else bucket. Yeah, but it's not honey.
Put all the honey you want in there, and it's not going to change a dang thing. Still not.
I was thinking the other day, I saw a truck drive by with those things on it, and I was just thinking, man, I feel sorry for whoever has to clean those things out.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
it seems rough.
Yeah, I watched someone have to dive into a septic tank once. Up to his chest.
What?
Yeah, help clean it out. I was a camp counselor for 10 years for the Baptist church camps, camp counselor and worship leader, and even assistant director a couple summers. And like most ministries, they don't have a lot of money, and you're in the middle of camping season and the septic tank backs up, and somebody's got to fix it.
Oh boy.
And so my buddy Jared dove in and
just buy a new one.
Yeah, he dove in, and I don't remember what the clog was, but he found the clog, and
so he had to dive in with stuff in it, right?
Oh yeah. There was some.
I'm not doing that.
There was some honey.
It's time to just throw it out. honey in there. No,
There was
it's
some
time to
honey.
just throw it out.
There's some
and
honey in that
let's just
pit.
buy a new one. That would be my philosophy.
Yeah.
Toss it. We're not gonna try to fix this thing.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. On church ministry budget. It's rough. It's rough.
So
Support.
you were
Yeah.
a youth pastor?
Yeah, I wasn't actually a pastor.
Mhm.
I did get paid
Mhm.
a couple times.
When
Most
they had the money.
yeah.
Mhm.
I did
Churches are terrible at that, right?
oh
For paying
yeah.
employees.
Our church isn't really any better. Catholic
that
church.
right?
I mean, it's rough. It's like on the one hand, we've got, church teaching is like, yeah, have all the children, and then when it comes to paying our staff, we don't really do the best job at that. I know a lot of diocesan jobs are they are not at market value, shall we say, in a lot of places, which is really unfortunate. But at the end of the day, it kind of comes down to us, the laity who are out there working, giving our time, talent, and treasure to the church, and making sure that the church is supported so that they actually can pay people. But that's one place I think we really need a revolution. It's something that I don't think gets talked about really hardly at all. But it's a big deal for families, right?
Contributing to the church.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And to ministries,
Yeah.
lay ministries like Reason and Theology. Hint, hint. There's a super chat button in there somewhere, people. Come on. Send the love.
Yeah, y'all are welcome.
Send the honey. I mean, send the money. Don't send honey.
Please don't send the honey. Because that served as a euphemism for something else here. So yeah, don't send that.
Yeah, it's really important for those of us with corporate jobs, us corporate drones.
Yeah.
To make
so
sure our churches are supported, our ministries are supported.
Be done with that.
I
think I started doing RNT full time in April, I think.
Yeah.
Man, I should have done this several years ago.
I
feel like I wasted my time doing training people in health insurance when I could have been doing other things with theology.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was I thinking?
There's a time for every season, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like that season should have ended several years ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, I wish I'd become Catholic sooner. I wish we had started having children sooner. Instead of, being Protestant and contracepting for almost 7 years. And anytime my wife talked about getting a baby, I'd get her a cat. We ended up with 3 cats before we had any kids. I'm not kidding. It was like, I think I want a baby. Here, have a kitten.
How did you deal with see, I like cats, but I can't deal with, first of all, the cat hair gets everywhere.
Oh yeah, it does.
Second of all, the kitty litter smell.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah.
Man, I don't want to deal with all that, and the smell is horrible. It's worse than the paper mill.
Need it.
So that's the thing
that is
cats.
For those of you who don't know, that's kind of what a paper mill smells like. Or if you've ever been sweating a lot and decide to smell your own underwear, or that's kind of,
is this confession
that's kind of what
time?
it's like. Oh Lord, I just walked right into that one. I just stepped in it, didn't I? Well, now
this is great. I'm glad I
awkward
got
moments.
All this live. It's not pre-recorded. It's all just live.
Awkward moments with James Battle.
No, this is great. This is great.
Confession time.
No, but seriously, how do you deal with the cat litter and all in the hair?
Oh, it's horrible, man.
Does the hair get on all your clothes?
Everything. Yes.
I couldn't do that.
Yes, it does. Well, we don't have any cats anymore. We have children. Went from having 3 cats to 3 kids.
Out. You're just like, okay, y'all gotta go.
Well, it was bizarre. Like most of them, died right around like the time we were becoming Catholic. So we had 3 cats. We're in the process of becoming Catholic.
Yeah.
One of them, my wife and I get pregnant with our first child
Mhm.
as we're coming into the church.
Mhm.
Becoming Catholic and becoming parents was basically it's part of the same process for us. There's so many screens here. I'm not sure. I don't know where the camera is. Oh, it's right there. There we go. Oh wait, that's one of
Yeah,
them.
it's
Wrong
on
one.
that one.
What one are we on?
It's behind the teleprompter
Oh, there
over
we go.
there.
Aha,
Yeah.
it's hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were pregnant with my first son, and one of our cats got in the dryer.
Uh-oh.
That was bad.
Nope.
That was bad. And
I don't
then,
know if I want to hear the rest of that one.
well, yeah, no, that's
we'll table that one.
yeah, that was it was unfortunate.
That's sad.
And then the other cat got cancer and died a few months later. And then I had
Honestly,
one
I
left who
did
was a
not-
little older.
I know this is gonna sound ignorant. I did not know cats get cancer.
Yep. Yeah, everything gets cancer, man. It's crazy.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it was sad. He was a sweet kitty. It's
Yeah.
true, but I mean, it like we went from having 3 cats to having one, and only for a couple of years, which was fortunate because my second son was born. He has terrible allergies for cats, so even
So
if
you
I
can't do
did
it.
want another one, which I don't,
Mhm.
for all of the reasons you just mentioned,
Right.
he wouldn't be able to deal with it. He loves cats,
Yeah.
but he will, like, his whole face will puff up like,
Oh man.
I don't remember that movie with Martin Short where he gets stung by a bee and his whole face is just like,
What was that movie?
I don't remember. I don't
My
know
Girl
why.
or something?
Probably, yeah,
The little 2 kids, boy and the girl,
maybe.
and the guy gets stung by a bee and then he
Yeah, his
dies. I
whole.
think it was My Girl.
Oh no, not where he dies. Like there was a comedy where like his whole
Oh.
face was puffed up. I think
I
it was
know what
Martin
you're talking
Short.
about.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
I'm
I think
trying to think of
they
the
went
name
to
of that.
like they went to on a safari or something like
Exactly.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
don't
this as a
remember.
kid. First time I saw that was in a hotel in Israel.
Uh,
And you just put the TV on at
Yeah,
night
right.
and just that movie happened to be on that scene, and I always thought, wow, okay, this looks interesting. I want to see
Was it
this.
subbed or
Yeah,
dubbed? Subtitled or dubbed?
trying to think. I know that I think in Israel I've seen both, but this one was probably in English with Hebrew
With
subtitles.
subtitles. Watching movies that it
I have
dubbed
to,
in other languages is kind of hilarious.
it is.
Sometimes.
Do you have to use closed captions? I have to use closed captions in English
Oh,
just because I'm so used to reading from Israel. I'm
oh,
used to reading.
yeah.
I have to put it on closed captions, and my wife hates that. She
Well,
doesn't let me do it.
no, my wife does that a lot because she doesn't like having the TV up too loud,
Yeah.
especially when the kids go to bed. So
Yeah.
we'll put closed captions on. I
Yeah.
don't particularly like it, but that's actually one really good way to learn another language.
Mm.
There's all kinds of apps and programs you can use. I'm not going to name any of them unless they want to be a sponsor. Wink, wink.
Well,
get you some language sponsorships.
What she does is she watches everything in Spanish.
Yeah. Okay.
So she'll put it on her Spanish shows, and I'll put it on closed caption or whatever, and just read the translation in English.
Well, so if you watch something well,
Mhm.
right? Something well in English, and just turn on the dubbed language for whatever language you want to learn.
Mhm.
You already know the characters, you already know the situations, right? Whether it's, Seinfeld might be hard because there's a lot of random stuff in there, but just pick a show you like and watch it dubbed in the language you want to learn, and just give yourself a lot of that exposure. And
This
that's
like
one
a
good way to
new
pick it up.
Rosetta Stone hack? Did you just put Rosetta Stone out of business by teaching us how to learn languages?
Yeah, no. So this could be its whole own story. So I'm not going to get into it unless, I don't know, maybe if like the chat begs for it, I will really question their judgment. But when I was, so I was going to be a classical musician.
Mhm.
And anyways, I almost died, flipped a car over, my fault. And spent some time considering my life choices, decided I
Mhm.
didn't want to be a professional euphonium player because most people don't even know what that is. It's like a tuba, but an octave higher. It's like a small tuba. Okay.
A what?
Euphonium,
You said octifier?
octave higher.
Oh, octave
I should
higher.
enunciate
I
more
wonder if
clearly.
well, I could have
Yes.
just misheard, but I wonder if there is such a thing as an octifier now.
An octave. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There's guitar pedals. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You could plug into your microphone and you
There
could
is
like.
there is an octifier. That is a thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
Yeah, you can go higher or lower. You know, you can plug in a
No,
guitar and make it sound like it.
higher, right?
Yeah,
But I'm
an
saying,
octifier.
but I'm saying, I'm saying,
like-
is there such a thing as the word octifier?
Oh, the word octifier.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I know that there's equipment like music pedals,
I'm
guitar
saying
pedals that
we need to create
the
just something.
the
An
octifier.
octifier.
Echo, echo, echo.
I don't know what it would be, but we need to do something that has octifier in it.
Makes it like make it 8 times.
Yeah,
Something
with fire. It
Octo
shoots fire.
Octofire. Wow, this is a
in 8
totally different
angles.
direction than
It
I was
shoots fire
expecting.
in eight different angles,
right.
all at once.
Yeah, that sounds like, well, we're
It's an
you know
octifier, man.
we're in the South now, man. It's gonna be a barbecue thing. It's gonna be a barbecue thing. I'm gonna get my brisket and put it on, slap it on the octifier.
We'll contact Elon Musk, get him to make us one of those flamethrowers, but
Heck,
just
man.
custom make it to shoot it in 8 angles.
We probably build one in the backyard. I mean,
maybe
like,
so. I got a whole bunch of
you don't have
leaves
to
that
worry.
we
You
could
don't have to
burn.
worry about burning your hair off.
Right.
Like,
No, we're not going to burn hair. We're going to burn all the leaves that I have in the front yard.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
what we're going to do with
Totally.
the octifier.
Totally. Don't tell the fire department.
I was wondering, like, can you actually burn leaves in your front yard, or does it have to be in your backyard?
That's going to depend on each
'Cause
individual.
I feel like if I was burning leaves
fire
in my
district.
front yard,
Yeah,
I feel like neighbors driving by would freak out. I just don't see people burning leaves in their front yard.
yeah. Well, if you set a tire on fire, they won't notice the leaves at all.
I don't think you could do that.
Go.
Though, right? I'm pretty sure you can do that.
You'll have Greenpeace. You'll have Greenpeace assaulting you on your front lawn inside of 15 minutes. It'll be on Twitter.
Did you ever see that
What?
video? I don't know who it was, but it was a group of people who were in the forest and they were mourning all the loss of all the trees. You remember this?
Yeah, that
group
was.
would come out.
I question. I actually want to believe that that's staged.
Did it was staged?
I want to
don't think
believe.
so. I think that was real.
Don't ruin it for me, man. My faith in humanity.
No,
is
I was gonna say my lack
thing.
of faith in humanity makes me believe it's real.
I know. That's why
It's real.
I'm optimistic.
I'm never surprised anymore.
Optimistic that it was completely staged.
I'm not. So, are you an optimist?
Yeah, probably.
I'm straight pessimist.
Yeah,
I've always been. The glass is half empty. Always. It is half empty.
It's completely full. It's just maybe not full of what you want it to be full of. There's always
it's
something.
half empty.
Something in there.
And I'm grateful for the half that's there.
Well, if it's half empty, hopefully it's because you've already had a chance to enjoy it.
But the glass is supposed to hold, something all the way to the top, right? That's what it's for.
All right.
And so if it's only halfway, it's half empty. It's my philosophy.
I don't know. I never fill my glasses all the way full because I'm a klutz. And I probably won't be able to walk from one side of the kitchen to the other.
I don't have the patience to sit there and wait at the fridge for like half an hour, right? Because
is that why I only got half a glass?
That's exactly why. Because for some reason the water filter on the fridge is taking forever. I don't know what it is. I probably need to change the filter.
Yeah, they slow down.
But it's slowed down right now, so it's like I don't want to sit there and wait forever.
That is, I will say, that is one thing that I miss moving from the Pacific Northwest is being able to just drink tap water.
I mean, I'll drink tap water.
We don't have that in Houston.
I don't have a problem drinking tap water.
It's like
my wife doesn't do it, but I'll do it.
I don't know. Maybe it's better here.
I don't know.
Houston it's rough. Like
and Houston is bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Half the time, all summer long, it tastes like dead algae.
What?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
yeah,
man.
because it literally is. I mean, I thought it was just dirt at first. I was like, man, do our pipes break? What's going on here? No, it's just the water's
So when
the
you
water's bad.
so when you run a bath or whatever, it looks brown and everything.
No, it's not. It's not that hard. Like the algae, you could taste it, but it's not. But it's bleached, right?
I don't want to know what algae tastes like.
It's not
Does it taste
good.
like anything that I would know?
I don't. Do you have a fish tank?
No.
Well, yeah. Then no, probably not.
But I wouldn't
I mean,
taste the fish tank if I did.
it tastes like if you ever do you like sushi or Asian
I
food?
do like sushi.
You know
yeah.
the nori, the seaweed wrap,
Oh, the seaweed, yeah.
right? It's like if somebody had
that.
like crumbled a little bit of that in your water.
Seaweed.
Yeah, that's kind of what it tastes like,
Water.
or it just tastes like dirt.
I
And then
don't know if I've tasted dirt.
yeah, well, or mushrooms maybe. I don't know. I think mushrooms taste like dirt. It's not always bad. But
Portobello mushrooms.
yeah,
Those are good on steaks.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Yeah, you can get the big ones and grill
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
Like do a
That's how
I
you
don't
do
some
it.
of these vegan substitute things like the mushroom steaks.
Is
They're
it just the mushroom or something?
yeah. So we're doing for the for Philip's fast. We're trying to do at least vegetarian, sometimes vegan on Wednesdays and Fridays, right? Because in the Eastern Catholic Church, we're hardcore, man. There's like you've got the monastic example,
Yeah.
right, and that's what everybody goes for, right? I'm not anywhere close to that, so we're trying 2 days a week up.
It's
through
hard to do
Christmas.
that in a country where it's not really geared towards that, you know?
Oh, absolutely not. No, we're having conversations with our kids now about how, as Catholics, we're out of step with the rest of the world. They started playing Christmas music like before Halloween. It was insane. Yeah, on the radio. They started playing Christmas music before Halloween. Completely blew my mind. Like it, your parents would always complain about, oh, they're doing Christmas earlier and earlier all the time. No, they actually, it seems like they are. But with Advent, we have this period of preparation, and with the penitential fast, it's even more obvious that it's a time of preparation, right? Where the rest of the world is feasting and celebrating from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and then, December 26th, tear everything down. It's done. It's over.
Yeah,
you're out. We're just getting started, right? Like we tend not to put up our lights until we don't do our full tree decoration until like usually about Christmas Eve. Sometimes we'll put some lights and stuff on a couple of weeks before, like build up to it. But we don't put the final ornaments on as a family. We have this whole tradition, right? The kids all have their own ornaments. We all have our own like special ornaments, and we complete the tree every year.
You mean y'all are doing all these
yeah.
pagan rituals, worshiping these trees on Christmas?
I told you I went pagan, man. Went
I used
pagan
to be
after
a
I was a
Protestant,
Baptist.
and I was told that because of the book of Jeremiah, you can't have a Christmas tree. And for a while, I bought into that. I bought into that garbage.
Me too. Me too. And the Halloween was a cover, a commercial cover for satanic rituals. I did buy that for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some really like, before the internet, especially there, one of your youth leaders or pastors would, put on this video that was like basically documentary quality. I'll have to see if I can find whatever the heck it was about Halloween. It was very convincing. It was in the mid 90s.
It was showing that Halloween was pagan, or
no, worse than that. That it was basically
satanic.
That it was satanic, and that our Halloween celebration was just a cover for satanic kidnappings and rituals and all kinds of horrible stuff, and the usual.
Right.
Yeah. So
I've heard this before.
Yeah, it's crazy. What I thought, this is one We might want to call Jimmy about this one because I'm pretty sure that he's done he has to have done multiple shows on this, but I'm pretty sure that Christmas trees were a celebration of I can't remember what saint it was. It would
Saint Boniface.
Yeah, did he chop down the big pagan tree? Yeah. I don't know how legit that is, but that sounds good.
We need to get Jimmy Aiken. We can call him up.
Yeah.
You just call him and just like put him
Like, hey, what's on? What's going
on the microphone?
You're live.
Just put him on the spot. Just say, Jimmy, I need to. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, if he's cool with it, let's call Jimmy up and ask him. Jimmy, can you tell us real quick the origin of the Christmas tree? Can you settle a bet for us? You're live with Reason and Theology, by the way.
All right, let's call him. We'll see.
I got his number, but I don't feel comfortable calling him up like that.
I mean, probably,
but you know him better.
Probably. So. I don't know. I don't know that I would say that I do.
Let's see. Put it. Well, yeah.
See what happens.
Jimmy, you're live with Reason and Theology. That time, Reason and Theology called Jimmy Aiken out.
He's gonna be like, why the heck is this guy calling me?
Oh, come on, Jimmy, pick up.
I can't come to the phone right now. If you leave me a message, I'll call you back. Thanks.
Leave a message.
Oh, shoot. I'm terrible with leaving messages. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to say.
Just text him.
Yeah, I'll text
Jimmy,
him.
I need you to settle a bet here. Does the Christmas tree come from Saint Boniface chopping down a pagan tree? I've heard that before.
All right. I'll text him.
Doesn't Michael Barber have a book on origin of the Christmas tree? I know you did a book on Christmas just not too long ago, last year. Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think he goes over that in the book. I'd have to go back and look.
I haven't seen that one.
But I don't know. I've read a lot of things since then, so call Brother Barry, somebody says in the chat. That's funny. If I knew Brother Barry's contact, I promise you I would have already reached out to him, because I'd love to have an interview with Brother Barry about his sermon. I just want to ask him, like, was this your first sermon? Do you plan on doing any more sermons? How did you feel when you were up there? Seemed like you were nervous. Walk me through how you felt at the moment. I have so many questions for Brother Barry, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't entertain my questions.
I'm not familiar with. Do I know Brother Barry?
Serious?
Yeah.
You never saw Brother Barry's sermon?
No.
Oh man.
No.
Oh man,
Brother
you're in
Barry?
for a treat. Yeah.
Okay.
Just go to YouTube.
Is it better than the Star Wars Christmas special?
I vaguely remember that one. But no, go to YouTube. Just type in Brother Barry preaching.
Okay. I feel like I'm being set up here.
It's the best and worst sermon all at the same time. I don't know how else to describe it.
Hey, he's calling back.
All right.
Hey, Jimmy. I'm sitting here with Michael in the studio. Yeah, we are. Is it all right if I put you on? Cool, thanks. All right, so I'm here with Michael. We're having a random conversation, and we're trying to figure out if it was Saint Boniface who chopped down the pagan tree.
And if we get the Christmas tree from the Boniface story.
Yeah, and if we actually do get our celebration of the Christmas tree from the Boniface story.
Yeah, I need to know.
Okay, well, you're asking about hagiography, which is one of the areas that I know the least about. Hang on just a second. Okay, yes. Donner's tree, also known as
Donner's
Thor's
tree.
oak.
Thor's oak.
Tree.
Yeah, okay.
And it was chopped down by the Anglo-Saxon missionary Saint Boniface.
Is that where we get the Christmas tree from?
Yeah. Is it? I don't know if you could hear that.
Yeah, I heard it. I don't have any evidence that it was the origin of the Christmas tree tradition. I've heard other accounts
of
where Christmas trees come from, including Martin Luther.
Oh, really?
However, I don't know that that's accurate either. Also, there's a significant time gap between when Boniface chopped down this tree and when I know Christmas trees to have been in use.
Right. Yeah, because I thought it was a little bit later. I also heard the story of them coming from the nativity scenes. Right, people wanting to bring the nativity into their home, and
also I've heard of people decorating trees outside their homes before eventually the custom became to bring the tree inside.
Yeah, well,
I haven't researched that particular custom.
Oh, man, see, we were both like, yeah, I'm sure Jimmy's done a Christmas questions. Well, you were asking for some more weird questions. Have you already recorded your upcoming episode?
Yeah, that was something we did live this afternoon.
Oh, I missed it.
I've done lots of Christmas questions, but they tend to be ones that are connected with biblical Christmas aspects of Christmas rather than pop culture aspects.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll have to put together a few.
Yeah.
Jimmy Aiken, y'all.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
I appreciate you.
You the man.
Hey.
No problem. Happy to be of service.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Bye.
Jimmy's an incredible apologist.
That's useful.
The guy is incredibly well-rounded. Just knows a lot about everything. You ever watch his Mysterious World?
Oh, all the time.
Man, I'm telling you,
dude. My kids love that. They put the podcast
I think
on.
He came out with another episode today.
Yeah,
I didn't see it yet, but I saw it came up in my feed.
Yeah, and SQPN, the StarQuest Production Network.
Yeah,
Dom Bettinelli and the crew over there. They do some fabulous shows. Their Secrets of Technology show has been.
I haven't seen that.
One of my favorites lately.
They have a Star Trek one.
Oh yeah, and Doctor Who, Secrets of Doctor Who, Secrets of Star Trek, Secrets of Stargate.
I could never get into Doctor Who. I don't know why.
Well,
I tried. I forced myself. The only episodes that I like were the ones on the angels, the angel statues.
Oh yeah, the Weeping Angels.
Yeah,
man, those are creepy.
But other than that, I didn't really like.
Don't blink.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, it helps if you have somebody who can sort of explain some things and sort of guide you through where to get started, because Doctor Who's been on for
it's forever. It's like
50 years. I mean, off and on for 50 years, right? So there's a lot. There's a lot. And even if you jump in with the newer episodes, they do introduce the character and the world pretty well, with the more modern series, but it does help to at least have some background or have a friend. We do Reason and Theology Doctor Who watch party.
I'd rather do like Star Trek or something. I don't know.
I'd be down for that. Absolutely.
I'm not big into Doctor Who.
It's
I tried to make myself like it. I just couldn't do it.
There's a lot of like,
I know that's probably
Christological elements
like
there.
Who blasphemy to some people, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
can't get into it, man.
It's Jimmy just texted the earliest known Christmas tree dates from 1576. Boniface was in the 700s. So yeah, we've got a pretty significant gap. But
I wonder if in the 1570s they used Boniface as the reason for it.
I would think that with that long of a gap, it would be less likely. Yeah. There's probably another explanation.
Yeah,
but
so.
Maybe
Martin Luther started it.
Martin Luther started.
We could all
something,
thank Martin Luther
good.
this Christmas. Whenever we decorate our Christmas tree.
I'll have to get a Martin Luther ornament to go next to my Chesterton.
Wife already decorated the Christmas tree this year.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
it was gorgeous.
She's like super huge into Christmas decorations. Me, it's like whatever. Yeah. It's whatever.
It's nice. You get to sit back and enjoy it. In my neighborhood, they have contests.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's competitive. It's like
super competitive.
Oh yeah, people come from all over the place to drive through the neighborhood at Christmas, and they do the same thing at Halloween. Halloween, we had the first place the kids wanted to go was somebody had a Stranger Things house, and they had the Mind Flayer, the big giant thing that looks like a giant, 4-story tall spooky spider alien thing. They made one of those out of like black foam, and it was at least 10 feet high. It was like 10 or 12 feet high.
Man,
it was probably 12 to 14 feet wide.
into
You had to
this.
walk through the legs to go get to the candy. They had the music and lights and smoke. And another one of my neighbors had a Dia de los Muertos this year, and they had like a 14-foot tall skeleton among their collection of other skeletons. It was crazy, man. Definitely they put time into it.
Yeah,
I know you could see some of them start like a month ahead of time. They start putting their displays up.
Man,
It's
I'm sorry.
crazy.
There's just too many other things I would be doing with my time.
Oh yeah, I mean,
can't. I just can't.
yeah, you and me both. I want to like get some giant icons and do displays for different feast days, but I think my HOA would probably freak out.
Honestly, I'm coming to realize more and more and more.
Mm.
The older I get, that time is the most valuable thing that I have.
Yep. And it feels like it just keeps going by faster.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It's weird.
I do think that's right. Yeah, it is going by quicker. I wonder why that is.
Yeah,
It's
probably
perception at times.
probably perception. You start to get focused on other things. Like
I was convinced at my day job, when I used to work in health insurance, I was convinced because time would slow down there so bad. I was convinced there was a black hole somewhere in the room sucking the time out of the room, making the day go by so long. I was convinced that black hole followed me the entire time that I was there until I go home. I was convinced.
Yeah, spending an hour doing something you love, like it just feels like it goes by in a moment.
Like talking on R&T.
Yep, exactly.
I enjoy doing that.
Hey, man, it takes time to unpack the nuance. It takes time.
Nuance and distinctions. That's what I need.
Yep.
My wife should have put that on here. She put this one on here.
Nuance.
She put "debate me, bro." on there.
I didn't notice that.
We're making fun of somebody if you can't tell.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm pretty sure you can figure out who we're making fun of. But
if you don't know, if you don't know in the chat, ask someone.
Debate me, bro. So it's like, yeah, we got to put that on the t-shirt.
Yeah,
but I need to have some that says Michael Lofton is a problem. We're gonna do that.
I dig that. Yeah, it's words getting out, man. Words getting out. What if, like, for a comedy hour, what if you did like a nuance free zone?
Nuance free. Oh gosh.
Yeah, where you just like gave the most slanted, with no explanation whatsoever.
Wow.
Right?
There will
like
be
totally out of context.
There will be a million highlight clips from people accusing me of
look what Michael said.
Michael is a hero.
I have proof.
Yeah. See, that what really gets to me is unless you qualify every single statement in every single show, it's always going to be that guy who comes and says, but you didn't say this, you didn't think of this. And I'm just thinking, I'm aware of this, I've thought through it for many years, you're not telling me anything new, but I refuse to qualify every single sentence in every single show because we would be here for 10 hours.
Yeah. It's
I
not
could
a
do some
bloody
basic
deposition.
qualifications for when necessary, but you can't expect a person to qualify every single sentence in every single episode. I challenge anybody who thinks that. Start a YouTube channel. and start doing daily shows and tell me how that works out for you.
Oh, there's a reason why. There's many reasons why I have not done so, and that is one of them.
Yeah, let me know how it works out if you do that.
Sean,
Sean Matthews.
in a
says,
qualified sense, is it fair to say that Kyle is a schismatic and the Sean C is the only true C? That's a good question.
I've told y'all I refuse to intervene on this dispute between the two C's. I think that this should be settled synodally rather than through something ex cathedra. So this
let's
needs
have
to
a
be
synod.
settled. Yes, it needs to be settled synodally, and the bishops in the council are everyone in the chat.
Yep.
So everyone in the chat needs to synodally weigh in on this issue.
There you go.
So I'm not going to be
the will of the
any
people.
ex cathedra, settlements here.
It's the will.
Not
It's the
gonna
will of the
happen.
people.
Yeah, basically. Somebody says, but you're the apostolic see. But you know the apostolic see has been pushing synodality, so I mean,
yep,
that's where we're at. I'm just gonna push synodality.
I convene the council of YTRNT chat.
YouTube RNT chat.
Oh, gotcha. Like there's too many acronym letters there for me. X-Chat Cathedra.
X-Chat Cathedra. That's great. I like it. Well, y'all let me know how that works out. What y'all came to synodally.
Yeah.
Let me know what the synodal path was.
We'll have to send reporters.
Yeah. And then we'll
send reporters to the council.
And then we'll have all of the usual channels who report on things, twist and
of course
try to show how somehow
critics
is an infiltration in the
critics
church.
Work for free, man.
Yeah.
Critics work for free.
An imperfect ecumenical council, Sean Matthews says.
It's invalid.
Great. I love it, man. So
yeah,
what was it like doing a show here in person? Was it everything you had imagined?
I had no concept really.
Right.
I mean, yeah, no, this is awesome.
What were you expecting when you came here?
Cardboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you expect me to be made of cardboard?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Be like, go and knock on the door. The house falls over. Like, dang, they were right.
Everybody
crazy.
was right. I mean, wow, it's a front.
Yeah.
That's great. Does it look like in real life? Does it look like it normally looks like on camera?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I mean, it's bigger.
Yeah.
Because usually my screen is this big.
On your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot on my phone too. I mean, I stay with this thing nonstop.
Yeah.
And the prayer rope.
Yeah. Oh. I love the chapel, and I would really would love to see the chapel grow into a church someday.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Certainly aiming for that.
Get some more. We need more vocations, more priests and deacons.
Yeah, that's true. But just not a whole lot of people in Northeast Louisiana that are really interested in Byzantine tradition.
Deus Vult.
Right.
Must go convert them.
We got to convert some more people in Monroe, Louisiana, and bring them to the chapel.
Yeah, why not?
When it gets large enough.
Cajun Catholic.
Yeah.
We get Carlo Broussard out here with his accordion.
Yeah.
And he'll
be
like the Pied Piper. Oh yeah, he's good too.
Seriously?
That's cool. He's really good.
That's cool.
I haven't talked to Carlo in a long time.
I just had him on the show the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. It was great.
About his most recent book.
You get him down here with his accordion. I'll bring my tuba. We'll
What part of Louisiana is he from?
I don't.
He said it on the show.
I know. I don't recall.
But he saw
Somebody
that I do a
now.
chapel here.
Yeah.
In an outreach, and he was really happy to hear about that in Louisiana.
Dude, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
We've got there's it sounds like it's a little rough here. That's one of the things that I love about having moved to Houston from the Northwest is it's rough being a Catholic in the Pacific Northwest. It's rough being any kind of person of faith.
Yeah.
I remember before our kids were born, my wife was working at an office, and one of her friends, said that she heard at chapel that that King County, the county where Seattle is located, is the least churched county of anywhere in the country. And she was a pagan. It was like her pagan pastor, guru, leader, right? But I'd heard that before. As it's very, very much the case. It's tough when you have difficulty building a community. Yeah. Right. And the internet, the internet is a great and terrible thing. The great part about it is community like this, like the R&T chat community. As weird as y'all are, we all are. I should include myself in there. I get weird in the chat too. I mean, it's beautiful, but there's something about that in person, like being able to make friendships, with people close to you, have dinner, and
I'd love
like
that,
go out and
but
do stuff.
Don't have that here in Louisiana, not in Monroe.
I thought that Louisiana was French Catholic.
Southern Louisiana.
Oh, not up here.
Like New Orleans, it's 4 hours away.
Okay.
Northeast Louisiana is just Baptist and Charismatics. That's why I say if you're in Monroe, Louisiana, and you're a Catholic, you got to be basically a desert father. I mean, there are some Catholic parishes here. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, as far as like if you're wanting to do the Byzantine tradition,
right?
And you're a desert father.
Yeah. It's crazy. In Houston, we've got, the Ruthenian, right? Of course. We have Melkite parish that mission that meets at our church building just a couple hours after our liturgy, and they're about the same size. Like they're getting big. There's Ukrainian Catholics. There's the Maronites. There's I think there's a Syro-Malabar mission. There's of course the Anglican Ordinariate Cathedral is in Houston. I mean, and it's not that weird of a thing to be a person of faith of any kind, right? It's a little bit more accepted. And while you still have your contingent of fundamentalists who think that all Catholics are going to hell by and large, I've noticed like with our neighbors, people have been kind of interested, right? And with other groups that we associate with, things we do with our kids, homeschool groups and stuff like that, like people are kind of curious. And it's really refreshing. Where you live does make a difference.
There's some good communities here locally for Baptists and Presbyterians, but I just haven't seen a whole lot for Catholicism. It's just not that tight.
I saw a little building on the way over here that looked like it was practically falling down. That was like something Bible college, right? You need to get a signboard out front, be like Bible study Thursday nights.
I was wondering how in the world do they get a sign on the interstate? Like they have a legit sign on the interstate. Yes.
Oh.
And it's a random, just unaccredited, church that does a little Bible college.
It's one word, honey.
Basically a Bible.
I mean,
study.
money.
And they have it on the interstate.
Yeah.
They've had it ever since I've been here. And I'm just
either, having worked in sales and marketing for a long time, I've procured billboard ads before, and it's either money, either a company
ads. These are legit. You know how you have an exit sign?
Oh,
like the actual green and white signs that they put that are official. They have that, and I'm thinking, what in the world?
Yeah, the fact
I need to have an RNT one. That says that.
I think
what I'm gonna do. I would get a billboard.
Yeah.
For RNT and just promote it here
locally. Yeah.
Just put like RNT 6 p.m. Central Reason and Theology YouTube.
Dude.
It just
let's do it
locally.
Yeah, the home of RNT
locally will tune in.
Yeah. That I don't know. Maybe that's doable. That would be really interesting. Do a live.
I don't know how many people from Monroe are really tuning in, but
Yeah.
see if I can get some
And-
of the Baptists. To
I mean,
tune in.
you could have a live studio audience here if there wasn't a chapel there. Priorities, priorities, man,
Yeah.
priorities.
Yeah, that would be fun, right? Go live in
Yeah,
front of
absolutely.
a live studio audience. Reason and Theology Live.
You need somebody to
You
work the
remember how they
spotlight.
would do that with
Oh,
the
yeah.
90s show?
Oh, absolutely.
Reason and Theology Live, taped in front of a live studio.
Yep.
Taped.
Taped. Yeah, that's right.
They actually say
Taped.
taped because
That's
back
right.
then they were
It
really
was
taping.
actual tape. Yeah.
It was actual tape.
Yeah,
For those of y'all
Seattle.
who don't know.
We grew up with a show called Almost Live that would run immediately before Saturday Night Live, and that's one of the places. I think that's where Bill Nye.
There before.
I think that's where Bill Nye the Science Guy got his start.
All right.
Was on Almost Live. Yeah, I used to watch that all the
Never
time.
heard of that. I've been to Saturday Night Live. I got to do the private tour because I knew a person who worked there.
Really?
So got to go behind the scenes. I'm telling you, Tom Cruise has a really large head. I'm serious. His head was huge.
Like bobblehead?
It was big. It was just so weird to see his head in real life. I just noticed how pronounced it was compared to the rest of his body.
That was the
what was the other
random
guy?
fact I never thought that I would learn today.
Right? So yeah. Beyonce was there, Lil Wayne, the other girls from Destiny's Child.
Oh, sounds like a good show.
There was what's his name? You remember the Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Right. What were the characters?
The character names?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the actors.
What was the
Eugene Levy?
Mm-hmm. The one who played
Stephen
Scrooge.
Levy. Oh, in Scrooge.
And he was also Ghostbusters.
Oh, Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Murray. I got to see him. He was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then what's his name?
He's great.
I think the bigger guy from Kenan and Kel. Which one's the bigger one?
Kenan and Kel?
Yeah. Which one's the bigger one?
I don't know. I've got Key and Peele into my head now.
Key and Peele. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's all right.
I know.
They have some decent skits.
They're Key and I don't remember what it's called, but the one where Key and Peele go to hell is
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's
I like the one where the party
unintentionally frightening. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the party.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Really? Seriously? We're talking about the same one.
Yeah, maybe it's the party doesn't stop, and in my mind I just categorize that as that's what hell.
As they go to hell.
That's what hell would be like.
I thought hell was having to read through all the historical treatises on the Filioque.
Wow.
I thought that's what it was, or at least purgatory.
Here, I thought it was trying to make sense of Judith Butler.
Yeah,
but, right. That's a hard left turn on topics. Anyways.
So we're kind of late here. We'll wrap it up.
I don't know. People are still chatting and watching
Michael
for some reason.
By large craniums. No, but
Hell is watching James White debate.
What? What about
Hell
James
is watching James White debate.
#
James White made me Catholic. That's a I'll tell that story sometime.
It was weird that Tom Cruise, he was just sitting there, and it was like, man, his head is huge, but it doesn't look like that on camera. Man, I don't know what it was.
Pray for Tom Cruise. He went to seminary.
Huh?
Tom Cruise went to seminary.
No, I was talking about the other guy, Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom Hanks.
Did I say Tom Cruise?
Yeah, you said Tom Cruise.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
No, scratch all that.
Here I am thinking
everything that I just said, delete it.
Tom Hanks.
And it was Tom Hanks from
that would have been, Toy Story.
Forrest Gump,
Woody,
Castaway.
Yeah.
I can't believe I said Tom Cruise. Why would I say Tom Cruise? I don't think I've met Tom Cruise.
Oh, you should pray for Tom Cruise, anyways.
Scientology. I studied Scientology stuff.
Oh, I got into. I didn't pay the money and buy the books. I figured out that it was shady pretty quick, but I spent some time digging into Scientology. Yeah, Tom Cruise went to seminary. He was
Catholic seminary?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He was studying to be I think it was a minor seminary, right? Like like last couple of years of high school or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Scientology seminary. Nope. No, he went to Catholic seminary. Bring him back.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All night long.
Yeah, I see they
All
want to do the
night
show all
long,
night, but
all night.
I'm tired, so we're gonna we got to get up to
Yeah.
do a breakfast in the morning anyway. So
Yep.
yeah,
Absolutely.
we're heading out, y'all.
Good night.
Any final parting
God bless.
words? No parting words.
Stay classy.
Stay classy.
Oh, wait, it's Ron Burgundy.
Oh, wait, before you go, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting this channel. This is my primary means to provide for my family, and it also helps me to produce content like this video. If you would like to support me, become a patron by visiting patreon.com/reason and theology. You'll also get access to extra exclusive content when you become a patron. Lastly, hit that like button and the subscribe button, and be sure to leave a comment down below. God bless.
Hey RNC fans, just a quick word about one of our sponsors, Verbum. It's an excellent Bible and theological software. Simply go to verbum.com/reason, where you can get 10% off any of the packages that you choose, along with 5 extra books, and you'll be supporting us here at Reason and Theology. God bless.